Hi there people, how's it going? This is Cross the Rubicon channel. Last night, me and my partner watched a movie, a great movie, a classic. Jack Nicholson, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This is for real. And I'm saying it's for real because it just ties in with what I'm about to say. During the movie last night, I don't know which part, but I remember saying to my partner, you know, governments could use this system like they did to Jack Nicholson to put them in mental hospitals. People they don't like, people who say things against the government, they could just arrest, assess their suitability to be, well, citizens, normal citizens, everyday citizens, and diagnose them as insane and, well, put them in the mental hospital, fill them full of drugs, medically lobotomise them, if you like, so they'll never ever ever be right again to get out. Who's to question it? Who's going to question it? The media? The media who are on board with the government? Politicians? Well, who possibly could be the government one day, even opposition parties. So are they going to say something about it? No. The police? No, they just do what they're told. Is anybody going to question such an act by the government? No, very unlikely. I watched a video about 20-25 minutes ago. That's why I'm making this video. It's by Counterspin Media in New Zealand. Kelvin and Hannah, who are activists, dissidents, much like myself and many others. And they were telling a story of something that happened yesterday, of a lady in Dunedin, Pamela Taylor, and she ran for the mayoralty of Dunedin last year, and now she's been sectioned from yesterday, would you believe, by the government. So she's in a mental institution, no doubt being filled with drugs, to make her even more mental, if you like. So they've diagnosed her as, well, I wouldn't like to say insane, but they've diagnosed her as not quite right. It's terrible. I think they're going to weaponize this kind of stuff to come and get people like myself, lock us away and turn us into Jack Nicholson's character at the very end of the movie last night. Who knows? That's one way of getting rid of people who say things against a corrupt, tyrannical government, isn't it? I hope you can hear this video because it's a bit windy. But you know, we've got in New Zealand the Disinformation Project, and I watched a video just the other night, and the people who are part of that, I'm not going to mention their names, but if you're looking for insanity, have a look at the New Zealand Disinformation Project, and they've made a video about themselves. One particular person in that video has made so many complaints about me that I'm not even allowed to mention his name, or I'll possibly do 6 months in prison or get a $5,000 fine. But yet he's all over Twitter and the radio last Saturday, piling it into me, and yet there's no recourse for me. If I mention him, I get arrested. That's nice, isn't it? And the female of the Disinformation Project, without mentioning her name, honestly, completely cuckoo, completely cuckoo. And I think he's Sri Lankan or he's Indian. I'm not going to mention his name either. Absolutely stark raving bonkers. But these people are the epitome of, apparently, sanity. And they're making videos They're all over our TV screens, at least 2 nights a week, telling New Zealanders who are completely unaware of what's going on that people like Pamela Taylor and myself, Kelvin and Hannah, Damien Dement, Carol Saki, Carl Bromley, Terry O'Pines, they're all mental cases. And everybody that was involved in the protest in Wellington last year, they're all mental cases, and they basically all need locking up. And yet when you hear what these people say, and they've got a massive budget, a government budget, a bottomless pit of money to spread disinformation, and yet they're called the Disinformation Project. You can't make it up. So I'll leave a link below to Kelvin and Hannah's video on counterspin, and you can read up yourself about Pamela Taylor and what the government, this could be the first of many of what they're planning on doing to us all who say things against this corrupt regime we've got in New Zealand. But anyway, I think I've said enough. That's my video. This is Cross the Rubicon. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, share this video everywhere, because I'm being heavily shadow banned by YouTube. No doubt. Getting told what to do by the Disinformation Project, who are all fruitcakes. Okay, see you later.